Hey y'all, it's Megan again here on the Lawson Farm. So today I'm going to be making something that I've had several requests for. I'm going to be making old-fashioned chicken and dumplings. So, you know, who don't love chicken and dumplings? It's one of my most favorite meals. And the recipe I'm actually going to be showing you today was passed down through the years by my husband's family. And I'm glad to get to share that with y'all. So, the first things first, so I've got my chicken already cooked and shredded. So we're going to pour that into our pot. Then we need 1 quart of chicken broth. So this chicken broth, I actually just made it today. If you're interested in learning how to make your own chicken broth, I'm going to post a link right in here somewhere. You can just click on that and check out how to make chicken broth. Super easy, a lot better for you. Tastes a lot better too. So anyways, we're going to add 1 quart of that. Alright. We're going to add 1 stick of butter, and this is going to melt. No sense to soften it or melt it before you put it in there because it's going to melt. Alright, a stick of butter. And then I got 1.5 cups of just regular milk here. But I tell you what I like to do. I like my chicken and dumplings a little thick. So I add a little bit of flour to my milk before I pour it in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Don't have to be much. I'm going to add just a little handful there. And now I'm just sticking that up just a little bit. So we're going to mix all this together. And I'm going to cut my heat up to about medium-high. And we need to bring this to a boil. So this is what we're waiting on. We're waiting on it to boil. So this is what it should look like. It's not going to be completely white because you got the butter and the broth in there. And I like big old chunks of chicken, so I got big chunks of chicken in there too. So while we're waiting on our soup to begin to boil, we're going to go ahead and make our dumplings. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is make sure you use self-rising flour to make your dumplings. If you use all-purpose flour without anything added to it, then you're going to have really dense dumplings. I know this from experience. It took me a little bit to figure it out because the recipe just says flour. I didn't know what kind of flour to use. But the self-rising makes big, fluffy dumplings. So we're going to need 2 cups of self-rising flour. Need about 2 tablespoonfuls of lard. You can use Crisco, you can use butter if you don't have lard. Alright, we're going to cut that in. It's not my pastry cutter. We're going to cut that in. You can use a fork, you can use your hand, whatever what you want to use. I just like using this little thing. Makes life a little bit easier. We want to have a real coarse flour. Cut in there. I don't know if you can tell or not, but the flour is a lot coarser than it was. Okay? And right now I've got a cup of milk poured, but we have to go by how the batter looks. You don't want it to be too runny. So I'm going to slowly pour this in. And this is just regular milk. You can use buttermilk. You can use regular milk. It doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going to pour a little bit more. Our key is we want this to look like biscuit dough, because that's pretty much what we're making is biscuit dough that we're going to drop in here. Well, yeah, I don't believe it's going to take the whole cup of milk. I don't have an exact measurement for that, so I was guesstimating. Yep, it was just about, so exactly 1 cup of milk was just about enough. So hang on just a second, I'm going to show y'all what this looks like. Okay, we've got biscuit dough. Okay, and you can stir this and get some more air in your dough and make your dumplings fluffier. So we'll do that for a little bit. I think we're beginning to boil over here. So before I add my dumplings, you always want to go ahead and add your salt and pepper to your soup. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir since it does have milk in it. Alright, and it's salt and pepper to taste. There's no exact, measurement. So I'm going to just sprinkle me a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Y'all know how I am about pepper, so it'll be more than a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that in there. Alright. So we're going to stir that in, mix all that up. Smelling good, y'all. I'm going to add a little bit more salt. Stir it again. Alright. So before we put our dumplings in, I'm going to show y'all what this looks like. See there? So it's turned white. And it's a good boil. Okay, I'm going to cut my heat down just a little bit. I don't want that milk to burn. Okay? Alright. So for our dumplings, we're going to take our spoon, our tablespoon. We're going to get us a nice round dollop. And we're just going to drop it in. Okay? And you just do that till you run out of dough. Kind of go around your pan in a circle. I like huge dumplings, so I make mine ginormous, but you can make them smaller than this. But you just kind of go around the edge of the pan, make you a circle. Finish those up. One thing I do want to tell you though, once you put your dumplings in, we do not stir anymore. So once your dumplings are in here cooking, no more stirring. We're just watching for our dumplings to get finished. Alright, so these have been cooking about 10 minutes and they are about to get finished. But you see a couple of those still look a little doughy. So that's how we know whether they're done or not. Is if this doughiness, when this doughiness goes away. Okay? So it's been just a few more minutes. I went ahead and put the lid over these so the top of my dumplings would get done. So for a little faster cooking, you can cover them and cook. So you can see there they don't look doughy anymore. They're good and firm. And that's how you make chicken and dumplings. So, not too hard. Take some trial and error. So don't be scared. Don't be intimidated to try. I was at first, but such an easy weeknight meal. It took me, I think it was altogether 30 minutes to do all this. So, you know, once you figure it out, it's a real easy, quick meal. When you get it in your bowl, add a little more pepper. I do because I like pepper. But add your little more pepper and enjoy. It's a good rainy day meal too. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please remember to subscribe. That does help me out some. And like the video if you do like this kind of content. That way YouTube knows what kind of stuff you like and they'll recommend some more stuff for you to watch. So hope everyone has a great day. I'll talk to y'all next time.